So this is reviewing an oldie but goodie with Christopher Hitchens, and I guess you want to call her a Clinton apologist. And for those who don't know, Hitchens, and I know people might be shocked given his later point of view, but yes, he was a very, very committed Marxist for most of his life, and he even maintained a lot of respect for the method, even though he became, quote, very pro-capitalist at the end of his life. And on top of that, of course, he was an atheist. So, with that double barrel in mind, let's hear Christopher have fun with a liberal feminist.
Christopher,
Joan,
your views on the Clintons' integrity are well known. I consider them eccentric. I believe that you cherry pick. I'm not going to say that they are perfect, but I believe you cherry pick the worst possible interpretation as well as facts that aren't necessarily facts and come up with this analysis.
Name one.
I think this is a terrific. I think this is a terrific. I'm going to step around the rubble today, Christopher. I think this is a terrific appointment.
So, spoilers. Yeah, she couldn't name the alleged fact he made up. He was asking very clearly, could you give me a single example of a thing I made up about the Clintons? Did I make up anything about hypocrisy over Iraq, war crimes, general corruption, his lying, or both of them lying? And nope, didn't produce any not fact. So she's just like, oh, you're cherry picking and making stuff up. Well, maybe cherry picking, maybe, but in terms of making stuff up, no. I actually read the book that he used to attack the Clintons. I would concentrate more on foreign policy. He kind of went all over the place, and it was a little bit of a grab bag, but it was a solid book. And in terms of his integrity, well, again, it might seem a little weird given his pro-imperialist policies later on with Iraq. But yes, Hitchens, for the most part, maintained consistency in that he did think that Marx was fairly valuable as a thinker in terms of materialism. And remember, Marx was an atheist, and Hitchens really became a devoted atheist at the end of his life. There, I'm a little bit less confident. I have reviewed his arguments as well as the other ones with Dawkins and the others, and they're just not very impressive. You could definitely question his reasoning and even the selection of evidence sometimes, but charging him with making stuff up out of nowhere, well, you're going to have to provide receipts. And as far as I know, Joan Walsh is that woman. Nope, didn't bother to provide any evidence. So there we are. So a bit perhaps too radically atheist at the end of his life, like Marx. Marx was actually pretty religious early in his life, but yes, in the mature Marx, good or bad, he was an extreme atheist, and so was Hitchens. But whatever you want to say about both of them, they were fairly relentless and fairly consistent. Maybe not correct, but did they make stuff up out of nowhere? Well, at least with Hitchens, I'm pretty confident. With the Clintons, no, he didn't make stuff up.